Bargloff out of Sioux Rapids at 45 to the inside of row at number 4. And Tyler Smith just coming off a feature win at the Park Jefferson Speedway on a Monday night. He starts on the outside of row 4 in the 22T. Corey Probst, the 75C to the inside of your 5th and final row. And Dan Strandberg, the 3K out of Worthington, Minnesota to his outside. 10 cars wear green off 4. And Jason Cole out to the race lead early through turns 1 and 2. Mike Smith shuffled back to that second place spot. Parker, Anderson, Briggs. Here comes Drew Bargloff to the inside of the 47. And a little bit of contact there between Briggs and the 48 of Wickman. Briggs now up to 3rd in that 87 car. Wickman back to 4th. You got a gaggle of cars for that 5th place position. Dan Strandberg started 10th, now currently trying to get to that 5th place spot. As it is Cole, Smith, Briggs, Wickman, and Bargloff, your top 5. With Dan Strandberg, the 3K on the outside, looking in. Corey Probst got a call now in the 75C. He'll work to the inside of Dan Strandberg, the 47. Car of Parker Anderson getting shuffled back to the field. Crossover move now for the race lead coming from the 22 of Mike Smith. Smith gonna tuck tail now behind Jason Cole through turns 1 and 2. Briggs there as well. Smith trying to get to the inside. As he'll follow in the tire tracks of the 27 of Cole. Briggs now taking a look to the inside of the 22 car of Mike Smith. Drew Bargloff up to that 4th place spot now as the green flag is high in the air. We've got 2 laps to go here at Clay County Fair Speedway. Steve Wickman holds on to that top 5, but Dan Strandberg and Corey Probst are there. Strandberg to the inside of Wickman now, side by side for that 5th place spot. With the white flag coming out one more time around. Strandberg cannot complete the pass, but Corey Probst is there now as Briggs takes a look to the inside of the 22 car of Mike Smith. Top 3 cars break away here through turns 3 and 4. Coming to the checkered flag this time by Jason Cole, Mike Smith, along with John Briggs. That is how they'll finish the top 3. Drew Bargloff in 4th. The 48 of Steve Wickman will hold on to your top 5.
There as we take a gander here at heat race number 2. On the inside for number 1 to be Trevor Iverson out of Welcome, Minnesota. On the inside in the 9. On the outside is Josh Seidels, the 99X out of Emmitsburg. Brandon Nielsen from Spencer is on the inside of row number 2 in the T8. Alongside is Dylan Fitzpatrick from Magnolia, Minnesota in the 82. Chad Hines out of Worthington, Minnesota, the 223-4 is on the inside. Alongside is Bryant Johnson out of Grettinger in the 48J. We also have Justin Wildfewer in the 7W, Greg Seidels in the 1, Jay Seidels the 8J, and Darren Johnson the 20J, comprising heat race number 2 for your IMCA Hobby Stocks.
As we are green coming down the back stretch now, it is going to be Josh Seidels on the next car with the race lead. Dylan Fitzpatrick, Brandon Nielsen side by side for 2nd, and anyone's guess from 3rd on back. Seidels going to lead a lap from the 1 to the next car through turns 1 and 2. Nielsen, Fitzpatrick, followed by the 1 of Greg Seidels, your top 4.
Josh Seidels still your leader down the back straightaway. Seidels was gunning for a point title last week at the Hancock County Speedway. Got himself upside down with only a handful of laps together. Able to get repairs made as Seidels leads. Nielsen in the 2nd spot. And Greg Seidels coming to call to the top 3.
And Seidels and Nielsen starting to break away with the top 2 there. It is Seidels also battling for 3rd. The 48. O'Brien, Johnson, and Dylan Fitzpatrick for that top 5 position. Justin Wildfewer also coming to call as well. Josh Seidels still your race leader, the 99X.
Josh Seidels leading, Brandon Nielsen 2nd. A little bit of a 2-car break away from Greg Seidels in 3rd. Bryant Johnson, good run up into the top 4 as a tip of the green. We got 2 laps remaining. As round in the bend, Seidels up into the fluff there in turn number 1. Brandon Nielsen right there as we head to the back straightaway.
Brandon Nielsen, some tough luck this year running in the TA machine. As trying to stay in step with Seidel's car, pushes up the track as he shoots to the bottom. 1 lap to go here now for the 99X car. And in turn number 1, Nielsen losing a little bit of ground. As the one car, Greg Seidel's under attack from reporting Jane Bryant Johnson, Dylan Fitzpatrick rounding out your top 5 into turn 3 and 4 for the final time.
Ready out of turn number 4, Josh Seidel said, man, I got to make some money to pay for the repairs on that hot rod. He will do it. Brandon Nielsen second, then Greg Seidel's third. Bryant Johnson will complete the top 4. And we'll have that taking place down front. And we'll have veterans out here winning prizes, guns, and other stuff that are paired up with winning drivers. Like I said, sport mods, stock cars, modifieds. We're going to do those presentations as they come along, but we're going to hold off on any family photos regarding that until later tonight. Scotty, ready. Here out of turn 4, the B main for the sport mods underway.
B main here underway now. Zach Nogard, Matt Hansen. Yes, your front row leading through turns 1 and 2. Keegan Nordquist now to the inside of Jeff Mosh. As we've got Greg Hammond working the top side now in the top 5 position, as well as John Foreman in the 1J. Through turns 3 and 4, Zach Nogard with the 14Z will be your race leader.
Nogard leading the way as Matthew Hansen rides in that second spot. Nordquist settling into third. The one machine of Jeff Mosh out of Minnesota, strong, working the interior of the Speedway, along with John Foreman in the 1J. They are all inside the top 6. The top 5 is going to turn 1.
Zach Nogard, student race leader Matt Hansen, Keegan Nordquist, followed by John Foreman in the 1 of Jeff Mosh, your top 5. Greg Hammond on the outside, battling with Rusty Montang. Hammond working the bottom side of the racetrack here in the 29J as a little slowly through turns 3 and 4. Here comes the OK one stop of Justin Kleinsma.
So down the back straightaway, Nordquist leading. Hansen in the second spot. Nordquist rides in third. Boy, Mosh, a pair of 1 cars going out of hammer and tong for that 3rd and 4th spot. As Jeff Mosh strong here tonight trying to run down Foreman. They're all battling inside the top 5 as we head to the back straightaway.
As deeper on in the field, we got a 3-wide battle off turn number 2. Top 9 transfer here tonight, though. Nilgard, Hansen, Nordquist, Foreman, Mosh, Montang, Kleinsma, and Greg Hammond. All your transferees right now.
So Bill Wagner in the final transfer spot, riding in 9th as we come by the halfway mark. This time Wagner in 9th, collected the infield tire. We'll see if anything transpires there. Is Devin Fish going to try and run him down? Scotty, we are under yellow. We're under yellow as we have the 98J of Justin Jepson. Justin Jepson backing it into the wall in turn number 4.
Not a good thing when you back a car into the wall there. Could do a lot of different things to that rear suspension, not to mention the rear end as well. And as you see him drive away and come to a stop in the middle of turn number 4. So as we come now into turns 3 and 4, Jepson being pushed to the infield, single file restart here. Nogard and Hansen, your top 2. Keegan Nordquist, John Foreman, Mosh, followed by Kleinsma and Montang. Chad, there's a lot of number 1 cars out there through this field.
Yeah, that 10 machine nifty move on the restart put him up into the top 2. Then is Keegan Nordquist out of Beardsford, South Dakota. The 10 into the top 2 as they are side by side for 3rd and 4th, going to turns 1 and 2.
Once again, top 9 transfer here as the OK one stop boys battle side by side. Matt Hansen shuffled all the way back to that 5th place spot. Rusty Montang, Mosh, and Greg Hammond working the top side now, still trying to stay in a transfer spot. Zach Nogard still your race leader in the 14Z. Keegan Nordquist running 2nd. Here comes Justin Kleinsma around John Foreman, Matt Hansen, Russ Montang, and Mock. Your running order currently in here at the Clay County Fair Speedway here for the first B feature.
So laps clicking away right now as Norgard out in front. Nordquist in that second spot. As the one machine. The 1J of John Foreman there in the third spot. The other one entry coming from a ways back. That is Kleinsma in the 1S. Kleinsma passing a ton of cars here tonight up into the top four. We got 2 to go.
Top 9 transfer Alyssa Palsrock in the XA car. I believe your final transferee. Now Greg Hammond, 29J in that final transfer spot with the white flag coming out. Alyssa Palsrock trying to get into a transfer spot as Zach Nogard down the backstretch now for the final time into turns 3 and 4. Here comes Keegan Nordquist to the inside of the 10N car. Checkered flag will fly this time by Nilgard. Will get the B feature win, followed by Nordquist. Foreman, Kleinsma, Monsang, Mock, Hansen. The 12 car of Devin Fish, it looks like, and Greg Hammond, your top 9 transferring.